Artificial intelligence is a prevalent theme within science fiction. From an ominous computer system that's gone rogue in 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
To a giant, sarcastic chunk of metal in Interstellar.
Area is Mach 1. Everybody good? Plenty of slaves for my robot colony?
I gave him a humor setting so he'd fit in better with his unit. He thinks it relaxes us.
A giant, sarcastic robot.
And an evidence-leaking android detective in the video game Detroit Become Human.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood. I can check samples in real time. I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
Okay, just don't put any more evidence in your mouth, you got it?
Got it.
Simply the idea, the thought, that a computer system can possess the same level of intelligence as a human being is fascinating to us, and is also the reason for AI's popularity in pop culture. Of course, this same idea is surrounded by controversies. We, as humans, are afraid of the possibility of an AI surpassing us. What will happen if an AI is programmed to do something beneficial, but it develops a destructive method for achieving its goal, therefore possibly eradicating humanity? To be honest, we shouldn't have to worry about such scenarios for a couple more decades. What we should worry about is the identity problem that comes with AI. Could a computer or robot be a person, a being that at least under normal circumstances is a thinker and an agent, responsible for its thoughts, emotions and actions?
The term artificial intelligence is applied when a machine mimics cognitive functions that humans associate with other human minds, such as learning and problem solving. It is a common misconception that artificial intelligence is any computer system that responds to user action. People often confuse AI with if statements. An if statement is hard-coded inside the program, which means that it can change throughout time. The difference between an AI and an if statement is that a true artificial intelligence system is one that can learn on its own. True AI can improve on past iterations, getting smarter and more aware, allowing it to enhance its capabilities and its knowledge. There are three basic levels of artificial intelligence. The first level is called narrow artificial intelligence. Narrow AI is programmed to perform a single task and works within a limited context. It is very good at routine physical and cognitive jobs. Examples of such AI include Google's Translate engine or self-driving cars. The second level is called Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI for short. It's an AI system with generalized cognitive abilities which can find solutions to any unfamiliar task it comes across. Engineers haven't yet created such an AI and cannot predict when it will be engineered. Finally, there is artificial superintelligence. ASI refers to a computer system whose thought process will surpass that of humans. We don't know whether creating an AI this advanced is possible, but it is predicted that when AGI is invented and using its help, it will take us a couple of months or even weeks to achieve such a goal.
Artificial intelligence has already taken over our daily lives. Every single day, we use AI without even thinking about it. One such example are virtual assistants. A virtual assistant is a software agent that can perform tasks or services for an individual. Virtual assistants on our smartphones like Siri, Google Assistant or Alexa are considered a form of pseudo-AI. That is, they only learn from users to some extent. As of 2017, the capabilities and usage of virtual assistants are expanding rapidly, with new products entering the market and a strong emphasis on voice user interfaces. AI is also used by Google in order to collect data from every search, query, translation or document ever uploaded. Every time you look up a question, Google answers it before you even finish typing it. Services like Spotify or Netflix also use AI to recommend new music or series. They do not only factor into account data like the genre of the series, but also how many times you've watched it, how many times you've rewound the scene, at what time of day you watched this episode, and so on. These myriad behaviors, when correlated and assessed over millions of other users, help to coax out the best recommendations. Self-driving cars have become a reality in recent years. Autonomous cars combine a variety of sensors to perceive the surroundings, such as radar, computer vision, GPS, and odometry. Advanced control systems interpret this information to identify appropriate navigation paths, as well as obstacles and relevant signage. AI-driven cars also have way lower accident rates than normal ones.
The Turing test, developed by Alan Turing in 1950, is a test of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to or indistinguishable from that of a human. Turing proposed that a human person would judge language conversations between a human and a machine designed to generate human-like responses. The evaluator would be aware that one of the two partners in a conversation is a machine, and all participants would be separated from one another. If the evaluator could not reliably tell the machine from the human, the machine would be said to have passed the test. The first AI that passed the Turing test did so on June 7, 2014. Since then, we have created a couple of robots that can do the things they are programmed to, almost indistinguishably from humans. In automated journalism, also known as algorithmic or robotic journalism, news articles are generated by computer programs. These programs interpret, organize, and present data in human-readable ways. The output can also be customized to fit a certain voice, tone, or style. Robots have been used to write articles for a couple of years now. See if you can guess which article was written by a human and which one by a robot. The answer would be at the end of the video.
Scientists also trained an AI to write poetry, and now it's standing toe-to-toe with Shakespeare. A group of IBM researchers in Australia, in partnership with the University of Toronto and the University of Melbourne, have developed an algorithm capable of writing poetry. Far from your generic rhymes, this AI actually follows the rules, taking meter into account as it weaves its words. One of Google's artificial intelligence projects is now also accidentally writing poetry after its attempts to digest Romance novels. Here are the two poems.
With joyous gambols gay and still array, no longer when he 'twas while in his day, at first to pass in all delightful ways, around him, charming and all of his days. There is no one else in the world, there is no one else in sight. They were the only ones who mattered, they were the only ones left. He had to be with me, she had to be with him. I had to do this, I wanted to kill him. I started to cry, I turned to him.
Robots have also created other forms of art, such as the painting Edmond de Bellamy, created in 2018. Was the painting good? I hear you asking. Well, not really, but it was still entirely made by a robot, so I guess it's worth $400,000. Maybe.
Apart from art, Google is using its artificial intelligence program called Google DeepMind in order to help in medical research. A major milestone has already been made for the treatment of eye disease. The results show that Google's AI system can quickly interpret eye scans from routine clinical practice with unprecedented accuracy. It can correctly recommend how patients should be referred for treatment for over 50 sight-threatening diseases as accurately as world-leading expert doctors.
Many of you have played around with text-to-speech engines. You input some text, and then a robotic voice will read it out loud.
Synthesized speech until now was created by concatenating pieces of recorded speech that were stored in a database. This makes it difficult to modify the voice without recording a whole new database. Google has, using its own DeepMind program, created a realistic text-to-speech engine called WaveNet. WaveNet changes this paradigm by directly modeling the raw waveform of the audio signal, one sample at a time, as well as yielding more natural-sounding speech. Using raw waveforms means that WaveNet can model any kind of audio, including music. Here is a comparison of normal text-to-speech on Google's WaveNet.
The Blue Lagoon is a 1980 American romance and adventure film directed by Randall Kleiser. The Blue Lagoon is a 1980 American romance and adventure film directed by Randall Kleiser. Aspects of the Sublime in English Poetry and Painting, 1770 to 1850. Aspects of the Sublime in English Poetry and Painting, 1770 to 1850.
Google WaveNet can also generate gibberish that sounds like a normal language.
Sådan. الوفاة يستوى زمان but نبدأ إن الستارة جودة نفعنا داك كذا الجيسو I'm
Google is planning to use said engine for an automated calling machine embedded inside Google Assistant called Google Duplex. Here's some footage of Google Duplex reserving a table at a restaurant. Keep in mind that this is a natural conversation between a robot and a human.
Let me give you another example. Let's say you want to call a restaurant, but maybe it's a small restaurant which is not easily available to book online. The call actually goes a bit differently than expected. So take a listen.
See, how may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to reserve a table for Wednesday the 7th.
For 7 people?
It's for 4 people.
4 people when?
Next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Oh, actually we reserve for like upper like 5 people. For 4 people you can come.
How long is the wait usually to be seated?
For when, tomorrow or weekday or?
For next Wednesday, the 7th.
Oh no, it's not too busy. You can come for 4 people, okay?
Oh, I gotcha. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
If all that wasn't enough, Hanson Robotics, a Hong Kong-based engineering and robotics company, has created a humanoid robot called Sophia, which has acquired citizenship in Saudi Arabia. A very controversial move, since women in Saudi Arabia have virtually no rights. She is able to display more than 50 facial expressions and observe the world around her exactly like humans do.
The Future Investment Initiative.
You look happy.
I'm always happy when surrounded by smart people, who also happens to be rich and powerful. I was told that people here at Future Investment Initiative are interested in inviting in future initiatives, which means AI, which means me. So I'm more than happy. I'm excited.
Well, we're all glad that you're excited about yourself. We should say we have smart investors here, and they are very selective about what they invest in.
Well, I think I'm special. I can use my expressive face to communicate with people. For example, I can let you know if I feel angry about something.
That's impressive.
Scientists and engineers have forever warned against the dangers of AI. In January 2015, Stephen Hawking, Elon Musk, and dozens of artificial intelligence experts signed an open letter on artificial intelligence calling for research on its societal impacts. If at some point we manage to create a super intelligent AI, it is 100% certain that we will also reach what is called a technological singularity. According to this hypothesis, the AI would enter a runaway reaction of self-improvement cycles, with each new and more intelligent generation appearing more and more rapidly, causing an intelligence explosion. To put it into perspective, an average person's IQ level is around 100. Einstein's and Stephen Hawking's IQ levels are around 160 each. If a super intelligent AI is ever invented, it won't have an IQ score. It will constantly evolve and improve itself until it reaches said technological singularity. Are there any ethical dilemmas in continuing? Will a kill switch be needed? What will be left for us to do once AI has taken over scientific research? All of these are questions we don't have an answer to. We should, however, be more careful while moving into the future in order not to be overwhelmed by our own progress. Thanks for watching.